Hello and welcome back to Morzine Day 2 2025. Today we're heading over to Leger, so yeah, you get the planning lift up to from Morzine and you head across, start off on one of the blues of Plenty and then you cut off and go down like the fire roads and stuff, which brings you out in Leger. It's pretty cool how all the like different places are all linked and you can get on all these different lifts and just traverse across and everything is wicked. Such a big area.
Oh, that sounded like you were sliding along the floor.
Yeah, it did sound like he'd crashed behind me. It was it didn't just sound like he was skidding his tyres, it sounded like worse than that. So yeah, you head off down here. This is probably, yeah, I think this is like the only bit before the fire roads, before getting into Leger, that's like more like a track. Nothing really that interesting, but it gets you from A to B. So this is a little skills area. So it was first sort of run of the day, so just hitting the little blues. These are all tabletops. Little bum whips. And this is the red bit, slightly bigger drops, they're sort of like gaps. I mean, they're still rollerable, but yeah, sort of like doubles. The first few are really short and then the last ones are a bit longer, but because you sort of overshoot or you tap your brakes going into the first two, you end up going either casing, or if you don't brake you end up going really long. They're a bit funny with the sizes. It's not the best skills area. This is the famous bit where the big letters of Leger are that you can see on the hillside, so this is where you ride down next to it. This takes you down to the left right at the bottom in like Leger town. Got a bit inside and get on the loose stuff then. So this is the first trail we dropped into after we got off the lift. This takes you down to another lift sort of in the valley a bit. I'm not really sure what each lifts are called, there's so many of them. But this was just a blue. It's quite good fun actually, especially this bit is like quite fairly big tabletops, quite high speed. It's good fun. This bit, I didn't realise it was quite so hipped, ended up getting very close.
Pile into the back of it.
To the gut of it, so. Johnny obviously wasn't trying because I actually kept up with him around these corners. Usually he's gone after the first couple. If you notice it jumping around a bit, that's just where I've like cut out the fire road and stuff. Because no one really wants to watch rolling down Fire Road. I didn't realise that at the time, but this was actually probably one of the better blues in Leger, in my opinion. It wasn't quite so just like switchback berms. It was a bit more open in places. If you watch any of the other videos, you know that corners and that just carrying my speed is not my strong point. It's definitely something I need to work on. didn't help my confidence quite how dry and loose it was due to the heat wave we were having. I can't complain, it was better than being wet, but if you got slightly offline it was very, very marbly. Quite nice being in the trees in the shade. It was quite a bit cooler. Missing all these little side hits. Just not carrying the speed round. I think that's what made it so much harder and why I got so much more tired, I think. It's because I was constantly on the brakes. Comfort braking round, trying to get my speed back up, and obviously the switchback berms on your legs are a killer. I'm very lucky in the fact that I don't really get arm pump, it's more like my hands get a bit cramped up, like sort of claw hand by the end of the day, or but my legs are the first thing to go. But it's hardly surprising when you're squatting like 17 stone. That's another thing I need to work on, is loosen weight and not be such a fat git, and I'll probably find it a hell of a lot easier. So this is after we got on the lift at the bottom of the blue that we were just riding, which is overhead. There's a few trails this side, a few different blues, and it's the famous black, I don't know what, I can't remember what it's called. But it's like the black sort of jump line. That's how you get to that. There's Simon in front of me. Don't know if he was in much of the first 3 videos of the Morzine series I'm doing. I think he was behind.
Whoa!
You can just see how loose it is in all these corners. Johnny's checked out, he's gone. Get a few corners where I tell myself, like, just stay off the brakes, brake before the corner, get off the brakes, lean in, and then I'd either manage it, and then on the next corner I'd be like, oh my god, I'm going so fast, and like comfort brake again, or I'd get 3/4 of the way round and end up braking again, which is probably the worst thing to do. This is the cool little red. Probably should have done this a couple more times. Definitely need to carry my speed around there. Good job that wasn't a gap. This is definitely the more fun trails of this side. The reds are a bit less sort of switchbacky, a bit more direct. Even though they're still sort of big berms, they sort of drop down a lot more, so. This was like completely blind, I had no idea what was coming up. I don't think I'd even seen videos of this, so. Another hip I can't do, had no speed, couldn't do the sharp fin or the step down, so I just sort of wiggled in between.
That's the problem with those hips.
You don't have enough speed case in there. Let's step up out of the woods. So this was a bit further down that we like sort of pushed up and sessioned a bit. It was good fun actually. Sort of a bit more of a technical little jump thing. This is Simon's second attempt. The first time he 50-50 this landing, but he got it smooth this time. It's all good. Another portrait one. I did actually post this one on Instagram. And jump back on the red. This is quite a cool little bit. Way inside.
See this black then?
Yeah, so this is the black I was on about. Obviously I didn't do it, I was just messing about. Although I probably could have done at least the first 3 jumps. Johnny went straight in here. Nice. Yeah, Johnny's annoyingly good, but he's good to ride with because I've definitely got a lot better since riding with Johnny and Chris, who wasn't here because he broke his wrist before. Since riding with them boys, I've got a lot better. If you look at my old videos compared to sort of now, it's miles apart, and it's only been riding with them like a year. So yeah, this is another blue back down to that lift where the reds are and stuff. It might even be the same one. To be honest, I think all the blues in Leger all are pretty much the same. Switchback berm, maybe like a little table in the middle, another switchback berm, another switchback berm, another table. It's just, I think Leger sort of, if you're better than me, it'd probably be a bit easier. But from what we rode or what we went to, it was, to be honest, in my opinion, a bit boring. Like those little reds that aren't very long are okay. I mean, if you were going over there for like a morning, I'd go and do the reds, but I wouldn't really
I'll let you go.
bother.
I'll let you go.
Otherwise, yeah, let Johnny go because I could feel him breathing down my neck because I was holding him up so much. I mean, if you could do that, like if you could do that black line from the top, that would probably be quite fun. The jump line, but or if you're like a beginner, these would probably be quite fun. But sort of, I'm not quite good enough to do it flat out. And it's a bit boring doing it at sort of half pace. So yeah, not my cup of tea. Give me some roots and rocks or something. It's actually a lot bigger in person. It's not like scary or anything, it's just like a bit more of a step down. You could really pull off it if you had loads of speed and just go for miles. By this stage my legs were on fire just from all these switchbacks. Johnny being nice and waiting for me. Although, I don't know if you heard that, but that was him moaning about his arms, so I'm lucky I don't really get arm pump, but he didn't really feel it in his legs, he said. But I don't know if that's just because he's a hell of a lot lighter than me, or probably just because he's better than me, so he's not putting as much effort in. Yeah, this is dropping back into that red again. stay left, I would have opened that corner up a bit, but I always seem to go inside there. So this is the other bit of the red that sort of branched off that we missed the first time, and this actually was really cool. We only did it once, annoyingly, but this is the bit that takes you into that bit of the woods that we pushed up and had a little session on. Coming wrong here. I mean, I like this bit here was I washed the front wheel out just before this. It wasn't ideal, but still got down on it. Yeah, it's good fun, that. So back on this little red bit, and this is the end of part 1. Come back for part 2. It'd be awesome if you could subscribe to the channel. Starting to get a couple more followers. It's always good to spread the love and help the algorithm for other people to check it out. And yeah, give the video a like, drop a comment. You know, it'd be really helpful. Right, see you on the next one. Peace.